The Brave of Another World and Season 1. Chapter 1. The Subway Shadow. At 11 p.m., the subway station in Jam City was nearly empty. A few passengers sat quietly, eyes glued to their phones, waiting for the last train of the night. Lin Chuan sat on the cold bench, exhaustion from the day weighing heavily on his mind. As a regular programmer, his life was a monotonous cycle of 9 to 5 workdays. Except tonight, he had worked overtime. His phone screen displayed 23 and 45 o'clock, and the last train was scheduled to arrive in 5 minutes. The train slowly pulled into the station, and Lin Chuan stood up, preparing to board. However, just as he took a step forward, something odd caught his eye: a blurry shadow standing at the far end of the platform. The shadow didn't move, as still as a statue. But Lin Chuan couldn't shake the eerie feeling that it was watching him. His heart tensed. He shook his head, dismissing it as a fatigue-induced illusion. As the train doors opened, he quickly stepped inside, finding a corner seat and forcing himself to forget the unsettling sight. Yet, as the train doors closed and it started moving, he suddenly noticed the shadowy figure was now standing at the far end of the train car. Chapter 2. The Eerie Train Car. The subway car was eerily silent, unnaturally empty for a last train. Lin Chuan uneasily at the shadow. It stood at the far end, its form indistinct, like something that did not belong to reality. Instinctively, he lowered his head, avoiding direct eye contact. When he dared to glance up again, the shadow had vanished. Taking a deep breath, he reassured himself that he was merely seeing things. But then he noticed something even stranger. The scenery outside the train window was wrong. The train should be heading toward Jam City West Station. Yet outside was no familiar underground tunnel, only a swirling yellow mist. A distorted, incomprehensible voice crackled through the train's speakers, whispering, "Welcome aboard the Underworld train." Chapter 3. Arrival in Another World. Cold sweat formed on Lin Chuan's palms. He rushed to press the emergency stop button, but the moment his hand touched it, a severe dizziness overwhelmed him. The entire world spun violently. When he regained his senses, the train car was empty. He stood alone in the center of the carriage, the mist outside dissipating to reveal a dilapidated subway station. On the platform, a woman in a red dress stood eerily still. Her pale face bore a strained smile. "Welcome back," she said, her voice echoing from another world. Lin Chuan's heart clenched. Back? He had never been to this place. How could he have returned? But what terrified him more was the reflection in the train's glass window. It was not his own. The figure in the reflection was grinning at him, eyes filled with unfathomable malice. Chapter 4. The Vanishing Exit. Lin Chuan's heartbeat quickened. He spun around to confirm if he was truly alone in the train car. It was empty, completely devoid of passengers. The seats looked eerily deserted. Panicked, he rushed to the doors, trying to pry them open. However, they wouldn't budge. Even the emergency release button had disappeared. "Stay calm. This must be a dream," he muttered, trying to steady himself. Yet, the woman in red remained on the platform, her smile unchanged. She slowly raised a hand and pointed toward the station's wall. Lin Chuan followed her gesture and saw 3 blood-red words painted on the crumbling wall: "No way back." His breath caught in his throat. "What is this place?" he cried out hoarsely. The woman in red didn't answer. Instead, she took a step forward, leaving behind crimson footprints with each step. Lin Chuan instinctively backed away, but the train car left him no retreat. In the next instant, the train lights flickered violently, and unseen force yanked him out of the subway. The world spun into chaos. When he opened his eyes again, he found himself standing on a desolate street. The buildings around him were in ruins, the air thick with decay. The sky was forever trapped in an ominous twilight. Not far away, the woman in red stood beside a telephone booth, silently watching him. Inside the booth, the phone suddenly rang, its shrill sound piercing through the deadly silence. Lin Chuan froze. Should he answer it?